So in this video what we're going to be going through is squats, or otherwise known as sit to stands. So we are going to be going through a few different options. We're going to be starting with what we call chair hovers and progressing forwards to more of a goblet style squat, holding weight in front, and then a stagger squat. Okay, so we're going to start with the chair hover. So I'm actually paused at the bottom of this squat and back up. So I wasn't actually allowing any weight onto the chair. I'm paused down in that deep position. So for some people, if you're having a lot of knee difficulty, we can turn this into a bit more of a hip hinge, where we reach back with our hips a little bit further. Okay. Other people, if they get pinchy in the front of their hips, they can allow a little bit more knee translation forwards. Okay. Either way, this is a great exercise for building hip and thigh capacity. Okay. So, I'm lucky. I've got lots of weights available. I can set up with a goblet squat. Okay, with the weight up in front. Nice thing about a goblet squat is that it adds some challenge for the upper back as well. Now, if you're at home and you don't have weights, you can fill a bag up with coconut milk. We like coconut milk in this house. Okay, and we can again allow for some loading. Okay, we can also use this on our back. Okay, we all have packs, so load up the packs, and it just changes the weight distribution a little bit. It does add a little bit more load through the shoulders, which is a little bit more comparable to what we might be using as someone on the trails. Okay. Now, to make that squat a little bit more challenging, we can move into what we call a stagger. Okay. So the leg that's a little bit further forward, it's taking only a portion of the weight, and the leg that is back is going to be taking a little bit more burden. Okay. So again, for this, I'm not actually sitting down on the chair. I'm using it as more of a target. Okay. And the natural progression from there is to turn this into a pistol squat or a single leg squat. Okay. So the progression would be that you go down with one, up with two, down with one, up with two. Okay. So when we're doing our squats, you do just want to be a little bit cognizant of where your knees are relative to your feet. Okay. So we just want them to be relatively centered over top of our foot, as opposed to dropping in towards the midline.